Hey everyone, I hope you're all well. So today, as I said last week, I'm here with Hazel and we're going to be trying the Festive Costa drinks. Costa's the only coffee shop in my town, so that's why we've gone for Costa. I don't know if Starbucks are better, but we've gone for the Costa range, and there's four festive drinks.
I think this one's gingerbread latte,
which I've never had. Have you?
I've probably made it at home.
I feel like
that's
one of the popular ones.
Oh, okay.
Gingerbread, but I've never tried gingerbread or anything like that.
I reckon
like
that would be nice.
in the coffee sort of thing.
This one is Toblerone latte. The nice melted Toblerone on the top.
Yeah, we've left the chocolates on the top, so they've melted. So we'll have to put them in the fridge to get them cold again. And then I thought there was two cherries, or not? Oh, there's two Toblerone.
Yeah.
So there's a hot chocolate terry's chocolate orange hot chocolate, and then the Toblerone hot chocolate as well. Yeah, that's right. Is that
that's it. Yeah,
that's the latte, isn't it? Yeah. I was gonna order some of the like biscuits and cakes, but I really wanted to try the reindeer cake. It was like a cupcake, but my one didn't have it. I'm assuming it's like more of the bigger Costas that had it, and but yeah, I decided to ditch that because we're going to do food.
Yeah, we're both. I'm pretty hungry at this point.
I know you're probably starving.
I feel like this will tie us over. I feel like a hot drink does, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, it does actually fill you up.
Feels,
so
but drinking coffee on an empty stomach is not always a good idea. Have you ever done that before and just like made yourself really ill?
I feel like
it makes you feel really funny. Like,
oh, does it?
Like,
yeah, anxious, or as in like
a bit faint. Like,
oh right.
Yeah, because obviously your body's getting all this caffeine and you've got an empty stomach. So
no, I haven't done that.
I don't.
Well, I probably have done it. I probably have done it, but I don't remember ever thinking, oh, you know, that's like.
Right, here we go. I didn't opt for the cream because do you like cream?
I do, but it would have been messy, wouldn't it? And we're trying to share these as well.
Yeah,
so
I just kind of said no to the cream, but they do all come with cream and other little bits that you can add to it. So, right, you try one of yours.
Okay, I'm going to try the gingerbread latte because I feel like that's what I'm most excited about.
Oh, what's this one again? Because mine look both the same.
I think, oh God.
Are they two hot chocolates?
Yeah, yours, one's Terry's and one's...
You've got the lattes, haven't you? So should we swap one?
Yeah, okay.
And I'll try, is that the latte?
Yeah, that's the Toblerone latte. I
like Toblerone.
I'll be honest, I'm a bit underwhelmed by this one.
Is that the gingerbread latte?
A little bit underwhelmed. It's all right. What do you think of yours?
That's quite, I don't know. Try some and I'll try.
I feel like that gingerbread latte is like, it's almost, I don't say bitter, but it's not, like I wanted it to be sweeter than it is. Would you like it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. See, I was saying to Hazel, like, I'm so boring with like drinks and stuff. Like, I don't really try anything new. I'm so basic when it comes to Costa. I get the same thing every time. And yeah, I feel like this is a good thing though to like try different things.
Experiment. But they'll probably just reconfirm why we don't experiment.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, this one, I think this is the Toblerone hot chocolate. Again, it's all right. It's not, maybe I am a sweet person because I was saying in the car to you, well, do you think it's sweet? Or I feel like it could be sweeter. But like, I think it's quite watery almost.
Yes, actually, you're right.
You want like quite a rich, like when I have a hot chocolate, I want it to be
not much
thick.
Taste to it.
It's just like quite...
It is watery.
Yeah, I think that's what the problem is.
Yeah, watery. I don't get the Toblerone. I would not know that that's Toblerone.
No.
However, I would think that this is. Yeah, I'm not a lover of gingerbread anyway. Like,
oh, you're not?
Like biscuits and stuff like that. Like.
Oh, I do like it. Yeah.
Right, let's try the others.
So this one is the Terry's chocolate orange hot chocolate, isn't it? I think.
Okay. This is nice.
This. Yeah, I'm really.
Wait, what have I got here? The Toblerone
latte, I think.
No, I think this is the hot chocolate.
Is it? But I've got a hot chocolate. This is a hot chocolate as well.
Just didn't we swap one of them? So what's that one again?
That's the Toblerone hot chocolate, I think. No, this is the Toblerone hot chocolate. Unless that was the coffee.
Should have kept the lid on. This feels hot chocolatey.
I think this was the coffee. I think this was the Toblerone coffee. That's why I was bitching about it. Saying it wasn't very nice because it doesn't taste like hot chocolate.
That is hot chocolate.
Okay. So that's also hot
really
chocolate.
Good.
Try that one.
Okay.
That's the Terry. Do you like Terry chocolate orange?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
It's not my go-to chocolate, but I will have it.
I like. Okay, I've obviously got it wrong.
Hot chocolates are so good.
No, I do. I like them.
Which one do you prefer?
I think I prefer that one.
Okay, go on.
What one do you prefer?
This one.
Oh, you do?
They're both very similar.
Yeah.
But
so it's the coffees that I'm not as bothered by.
Very watery and not strong.
Because a latte is meant to be like frothy and I feel like we know about lattes.
It's mostly
we have a lot of coffee.
milk, right?
Yeah.
Lattes are mostly milk.
And they're just like frothed up. But yeah,
we're gonna get some questions up because we did put some on our Instagram, and I thought we could just go through and chat whilst, even though we've already tried them, but
yeah.
I'm gonna drink this and I'm sure you're gonna drink that, so
we're amateurs when it comes to this sort of video. I've never done any sort of like mukbang or like
fun, right? Do you guys like these videos? Because I don't mind just chucking them on, like obviously I think vlogs are my favourite, but I mean I chuck on videos to watch like when I'm eating my dinner and stuff like that. I don't know if you do that.
Oh yeah, I always have stuff on in the background.
Yeah, like if I'm eating, I have to have like I have to watch something, and I always go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And if someone's uploaded this style video, I'll watch it. But vlogs are my favourite, but I do like these ones as well. And so many people have been trying like the festive foods and drinks. So
yeah, we were originally going to do
it was
Marks
Hazel's
and
idea.
Oh yeah. But well, it's not an original idea, is it?
So we didn't get loads of questions. This is just for my Instagram, by the way. Someone said, I think we got this question twice. How did you two meet?
Oh,
how do you know each other?
I've had that on mine as
how
well.
do you know each other? How did you two meet? And how long have you been friends?
I was actually, funny enough, because I think I've had the same question. I was thinking about this on the way up here. I don't know if it's coming up 3 years. I think it is, because I thought it was 2 years that we've known each other.
No.
But I think it's 3 because it was when I was in my last job, and it was like when I was only halfway through my last job, and that was like nearly 3 years ago. So I think it was like 3 years in January.
Yeah.
You would think
January time?
I think so, yeah.
It was just after Christmas, wasn't it?
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, because...
God, that's gone really quick, hasn't it?
Yeah, because COVID was, what, wiped out 2 years?
Yeah.
So it's got to be longer than 2 years. So what, 3 years this January coming?
Yeah, since we met. We first spoke, I feel like that was probably like 3.5 years ago. But it took like 6 months to meet. Because I was slow and shy.
Yeah, so how we met was... So I messaged Hazel on Instagram, wasn't it? And because I was watching her videos for quite a while, and I mean it's a bit freaky, but like I kind of clocked where like you lived and stuff, like, or like I recognised the area, and like, you know, she would say, oh, I've been here or I've been there, and I was like, oh, she lives really close, and I was fairly new to the area, I think. So obviously I didn't really know many people around that area, and yeah, I think I just kind of messaged her and was like, I watch your videos, and I just started, like not long started doing YouTube, so I think like I kind of used the fact that we would have that in common. And did you reply straight away? I can't remember if you
I think I did.
Did you linger?
I don't know, because I remember it, in fact it was definitely, because I think it was when I just, yeah, because I hadn't had my flat long, and that was 4 years ago, and that's when you first messaged me.
Wow.
And then, because I remember being at home, and I think I literally was in bed at my mum's house, and I remember saying to her, oh, this girl's messaged me from YouTube, and I was like, I don't know what to do about it. Because at that point I'd never met anyone like that I hadn't known before.
It was really kind of like a bit out there for me as well, because that's not something that I really do. I'm not really one to kind of put myself out there, but I think it's always easier when it's online as well, like when you message someone, it's different going up to them face to face. But yeah, I just thought, oh, sod it, like, you know, it's worth a shot. And I just genuinely did think that we'd have so much in common, and we do, so that's like, it's paid off. But yeah, and then we met up in Starbucks.
Yeah,
and
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I remember saying it to you, and you're like, oh, I'm alright, I do like client meeting, you know, because you obviously help out with the greeting them and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I was shitting myself.
I think I probably was a little bit nervous, but I kind of, you know, I try and stay calm and just, you know, think, well, it can't go that wrong.
No, worst case is you'd meet and you'd think, you know what, they're an alright person, but actually there's nothing there, like friendship wise.
We're not going to be like close friends, but we are. And it definitely paid off. So yeah, I just put myself out there, and yeah, Hazel eventually found the courage to meet me. So any plans for these holidays? I'm assuming you mean like Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
Not loads. Christmas Day I'm spending it with Harry's family. Again, I did last year. I mean,
that's what I'm doing this year as well. Jordan's family.
Did you spend it with them last year?
Yeah, it's because there's more of them. Like if it's my mum and dad, like for one, my mum sometimes works on Christmas Day because like she works in care.
Yeah.
And it'll just be me and them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, whereas there's a lot more of Jordan's family.
I feel like we're very similar in that like aspect, because my like side of the family, like we've got a big family, but like, sorry, Harry is swinging at me. I'll answer that in a minute. But kind of everyone's kind of dotted all over the country sort of thing, so it's only like a small group that meet on Christmas Day, whereas Harry's family, he's got loads of cousins and their partners, and you know, there's just a lot more of them, so it's more like fun.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, and they're like our age and stuff like that, so yeah, he likes to spend it with them, and he doesn't get to see them very often, so like I
brings
understand
everyone
that
together,
he wants
sort of
to
thing.
go and see them, you know, because it is a time of year where they get together and have fun and stuff. So, and I just said that I'm happy to go with him. I think when you have kids, that's when it gets a bit like tricky. I don't know, that's what people say, like you have to
do you do it at home with them, or do you take
like,
them to a grandparent?
I feel like you have to be even, like, you know, but then, you know, my mum and dad were happy, and they said like, because they live so close and we see them more than Harry sees his family, they totally understand that if we wanted to go with Harry's family, that's fine, because
you've got Boxing Day that you could have with them.
Exactly.
So
like they see us, you know, most weekends, so it's not that much of a big deal. My birthday is 2 days after Christmas, but I don't really know what I want to do for my birthday. Like, you didn't do much for yours, did you? I feel like I'm not really...
No, I went, because when I went to Paris, that was kind of like...
Oh, was it?
Well, I don't know if it was my birthday thing. No, actually, it wasn't Paris, it was the Brussels holiday. But it wasn't like my birthday present, but it was, we said, I basically said I'd like to go away because I don't really do anything. So I thought, but then it was a month later, so it wasn't really...
Well, no, I've done that before. Harry's.
Hard, isn't it? Because like, as you get older, I don't know, I think like we're the same. I don't like much fuss being made of me. I wouldn't want to have all these people together for me to celebrate. And plus, I think we only have like individual friends, don't we? We don't have like a big group. So it's like, it's a bit weird, isn't it, really?
Yeah, to bring everyone together. Yeah. I don't know if Harry's got anything up his sleeve. Probably not. Harry's not really a planner. I think Jordan's the same, isn't it? Like, we've had this conversation before, like, we're with guys that are just not. Some guys
are so laid back, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's the problem.
And
there's pros, but there's cons, I think.
Probably not the most. What's the word? Like, they don't really use their imagination and like plan
creative.
Yeah, yeah. No big plans as such. Anyway, so that was a really long answer, but no major plans. Someone said the Terry's orange hot chocolate is yummy.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one you're drinking?
Yeah.
Well, we agree on that one. Oh my god, so excited for this. Maybe you could talk about your plans for Christmas and 2023. Well, we just kind of discussed Christmas, didn't we? But plans for 2023. What are your plans? You have any?
Well, we're kind of, but I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel like I need to fill Holly in on a massive life update, but I'm going to do that off camera.
Yeah, Hazel's got lots of things going on.
News and
obviously I'm having a baby in 2023, so that's kind of like a big thing. I think it will take up most of next year for me. It's due in May, so I feel like that's a nice time. It's spring, it's coming into summer, so yeah, I think that's, I mean, like, we're not planning on going on holiday or anything like that. I think it will be just solely like focused on baby 2023, which is so exciting. I'm really excited, but no, I don't think we've got any plans. I mean, I feel like you can't plan too much. Like, we may end up going away, like, you just don't know. Like, we always talk about like going away with a baby and stuff. Like, I feel like some people are up for it, some people are a bit like, oh, I don't know about that. I feel like we're in the category of not sure, because it's, you know, it is difficult, and it is like different taking a baby away on holiday. So
I think if the baby was like maybe, I don't know, even like 9 months to 12 months, I don't think, because you just don't want to take a little newborn up to 6 months, do you? Like when they're a little bit bigger and you know, and you kind of got your routine down. And once the nights are a little bit easier, then maybe you could consider it. But I think the first, because when you're having the baby as well up to Christmas, you're probably just gonna just get used to being a mum.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the pressure of like, you know, going on holiday and stuff like that, you just don't want to put it on yourself. So yeah, who knows, like in that year what will happen. But even if we just go away for the weekend or something, just to kind of change the scenery or something,
even somewhere like Norfolk or something, you know, just like hire a lodge, you know what I mean?
That's
like
probably a bit more realistic. You know, like a car journey away is not somewhere like too far. I'd like to do that because I do like getting away, and obviously I'll be on maternity leave, so it'd be nice to kind of change the scenery, because I'll be like, you know, here most of the time, and Harry will be back at work. So yeah, someone said, what are your goals for 2023?
Mine probably is, like, without going into something I'm thinking about, I think as a whole it's just continuing to grow and develop my skill set as an individual, if that makes sense, like outside of the office.
Very fancy. Yeah.
Things like the last few months, I feel like I've been not in the best space in terms of like getting anxious again, like overwhelmed, them sort of things, which I spoke to you about anyways. I don't want to be on a downer. But basically I just want to work on like mindset and things like that, and like bettering myself, like, and you know, getting back into like a healthy routine,
do you know
like
what?
You know, and stuff like that, and also looking into different business ideas, or just not necessarily like I want to have a business, but just like start learning things that could help me in the future, because I've always said like, oh, one day I would like to have something. I don't know what that is. It could be a brand, it could be, I don't know, anything, but like I'm not saying anytime soon, even if in 5 years time, but like it's all well and good saying that, but I never set time aside to actually invest in learning. So I'd quite like to learn a bit more next year,
and
if
actually
that makes
putting
sense.
it into action, and
like thinking what actually is it that I'd want to do, or like is there anything, or maybe there isn't anything, but just actually thinking about it instead of just saying it, actually taking a bit of action. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I agree with that, especially the mindset thing. Like, I feel like you can easily fall off, and I got to a point where I was so positive, and you know, everything, I kind of like looked at everything in a positive way, but I feel like that's kind of slipped a little bit.
It's so easy to though, isn't it? Like one or two things happen and then you just start like... But I was watching a YouTube channel the other day, like I literally watched it before I went into work actually, and it was this guy and he was talking about mindset and how to become positive, and he was basically saying when you have a negative thought, he was obviously explaining all the science behind it, but it's so easy for your mind to then latch onto that thought and then kind of create a habit, if that makes sense. He was saying when you have that negative thought, flip it into a positive, in the sense of if you're worried about something, sit and say to yourself, well actually, whatever thing I'm worried about, what's the best outcome that can happen? So like, for example, I can't really think of anything, but let's say you're scared of a scenario, just think, well actually, if I go into that meeting, for example, and it's going to go well, what's the best outcome? I could get whatever you want to get. Do you see what I mean? Or like with me, I don't like flying, so like, what's the best outcome? I'm going to get on that plane, it's going to be great. Do you see what I mean? You're saying, putting them positive thoughts into your head. It doesn't mean, you know, you're not scared of whatever the situation is, but you're going into it with a positive mindset instead of like telling yourself this is going to be rubbish.
That's what I tend to do a lot. Like that's what I've always been good for, is just putting the nerves to the back of my head, like still feeling nervous, but letting the kind of like the good outcome override.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, definitely. Yeah.
So like that's what I've always been really good at, and I think I'm still good at it. You know, in my case, like when people say like, are you scared, like obviously being pregnant and stuff, like are you scared to give birth and stuff like that, that's when that sort of scenario kicks in, because obviously I'm gonna be nervous. I think every woman goes into it with a little bit of nervousness, but you have to think of the outcome of it. Obviously you're going to have a baby, you know, women are made to do these things, and
you have to do like it's a means to end it. It's what you have to do to get your baby, which is what you want so much in life.
I completely agree with that. Was that the answer to the goals?
Kind of. Really like went off on a tangent there, but I'm just going to say I agree on that one, because
yeah, I do. I just want to, and obviously after having a baby and stuff, like I know people can get like a little bit depressed and stuff like that, and you know there are side effects that come with having like a baby and stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to try and stay positive, and obviously I know I'll have so many people around me that will like be there and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really have many goals as such. Yeah, just kind of staying positive really, and becoming a mom and having that challenge. What's on your Christmas wish list?
I literally
have you asked?
No, because my mum keeps texting me like, what do you want? And she keeps going, let me know this weekend. I just don't know. No. It's really hard, isn't it?
Like, yeah, I mean, actually funny that my dad actually said that to me this morning when I saw him. Of course you can.
Have the gingerbread man.
Yeah, my dad said it to me this morning when I saw him. He was like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, well, you know, like there probably are things out there that I want, but then it's like trying to think of them all really and like narrowing it down. But I don't know, I guess you do kind of get to that age where you don't, I don't know, like he laughed because boring chat, but the radiator situation in my house, I was telling Hazel when she came, like some of our radiators are a bit old, like they're not very good, they're not letting out a lot of heat, and he said, oh, like a new radiator or something like that, and I was like, yeah, actually, like,
it's handy, isn't it? You don't want to spend your money on it.
That is a boring thing that I do not want to pay for, but it's something that we need. So, you know, boring things like that, it's
helpful though, isn't it?
Yeah,
no,
like, it's quite handy. So yeah, I could be getting new radiators for Christmas, but no, like me and Harry don't really do Christmas gifts anymore. Do you guys?
Well, me and Jordan had this conversation in the week. It was like, what do you want to do? And I just said, to be honest, like, you know, I want to book another holiday, like, I don't know when, say May or whenever.
Nice.
We're both going to have to spend money for that. If you then buy Christmas presents, you're then doubly spending, so why don't we just put the money towards a holiday? Because if you're going to go on holiday anyway,
yeah,
and like there's nothing really either of us need, like, yeah, there's always things you can think of, but like, do we really need a new jacket or a new pair of shoes?
Does he need to buy it for you? Because then it's like, you're only going to buy him something for
because
X amount,
he's buying
and
it
then he's
back,
going to buy you, and then, I mean, if your money's kind of joint anyway, then it becomes silly, like, you know, mine and Harry's money at joint, so it's like, his argument is, well, if I get you something for 50 quid and you get me something for 50 quid,
you both spent money that was your money anyway, and like,
it's just
would you have bought it otherwise?
Yeah.
Probably not. So I've just said, I mean, Jordan always says, like last year we agreed that, and then he ended up getting me this box and put, I mean, it was like, you know, like a more thoughtful thing. It wasn't like loads of money, but he'd like cute things. And I felt bad. I thought, oh shit, I'm not, because I didn't do anything. But we literally agreed not to do anything. So I think I'm gonna have to think of something like that this year at least, like a little something. But yeah, I hope he just sticks to it and listens.
I know. Harry did that one year to me, actually. He got me, obviously you guys know I love Primark, and he went and got me, I think it was like £100 Primark voucher, but he just kind of like pulled it out of nowhere. Obviously we agreed that we weren't doing anything, and he was like, oh, here you go. And I was like, oh my god, but we said we weren't doing it. And I know it's only a Primark voucher, but still it's £100 like that he's obviously put on it, and he knows I love Primark. And I was just like, oh my, I felt terrible. I felt so bad, because we'd agreed that we weren't doing anything. But no, this year we're not doing anything crazy, because you know we've always got bits to buy for, especially like baby bits and stuff. I think we might get like little bits, and obviously because my birthday is 2 days after Christmas, that's hard for him, because it's like a double whammy, and then his sister's birthday and then his mum's, and it is a lot. So we don't worry too much about Christmas. It's more like birthdays and stuff like that, and if we want to go on holiday, we just both say that that can be like our gift to each other, which I think is much better than buying silly gifts that you don't really need. I think we're going to stop waffling on, because I feel like we've been filming for ages. Our camera's already cut out once. I was gonna say halfway through when you were talking, this is really kind of sickly after a while.
Is it? Yeah, I've drank quite a bit of mine, but I feel like I've had enough now. I feel like a small as well. I definitely don't think you need to get any more than a small. Definitely
God, no,
not.
I'm struggling to drink this. Yeah, these are small, so imagine you was to get a large, like, that would be way too much.
Yeah, I definitely do not recommend the lattes. I mean, I think you didn't mind the gingerbread one as much, but I just didn't, well, especially not the chocolate latte. I think it's gross, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not much taste,
watery. But the gingerbread latte, I don't know, like, it's not really...
I'd say it's average. It's not terrible,
it's
but...
not giving me like loads of gingerbread
No.
flavour. And I feel like if you're going to get it, you want the gingerbread flavour.
Yeah.
Otherwise
It needs to be the
just
name
get
on the
plain
tin.
latte.
Like,
And then we will be filming on Hazel's channel.
like a part 2.
Yeah, like a
Christmassy mukbang. How do you say it?
Mukbang.
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 Oh, okay.
Mukbang.
I don't have a clue. What does it even mean? Like, who even made it up?
Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one.
Bye, guys.